Welcome everybody, my name is Michael, and today we're discussing about 3 types of categories of lawsuits and charges, all in relation to cryptocurrency. This is involving the SEC, FTX, and Justin Sun and Tron, and celebrities and YouTube influencers, and groups of very important VIPs, powerful people. So, with that said, it is a beautiful Sunday. Just wanted to greet everyone to some ducks swimming on the lake. Ah, yes. Or maybe geese. Nope, those are geese. Well, anyways, need to put on my glasses, but let's start with FTX. A group of YouTube influencers was sued for over $1 billion. Yeah, that's a pretty hefty amount. And included in there is BitBoy Crypto. Oh, there we go. They're kind of fighting, or I don't know, maybe having fun. I don't know. Anyways, let's get into it. All right, so with FTX, there was a fair amount of people who were promoting just similar to BitConnect, except in this case, FTX wasn't so much straight up a scam, at least from the beginning. It's tough to really find out. BitConnect, I'm sorry, but unless you have no idea what's going on, it was pretty easy to detect something's not right here with guaranteed values being presented annually. Hey, you're going to make a lot of money, while FTX was just a crypto exchange. And if you're a celebrity endorsing FTX or promoting it, yes, there's always risks that any product you're going to endorse or promote, it could be the healthcare gummies that like ruined hair or whatever. It could be, I don't know, face masks that are burning your skin. It could be, hair dye. I don't know. There's a bunch of products out there, like the charcoal toothpaste. There's tons of bad products out there that have been promoted millions of times by YouTube influencers and celebrities, Kim Kardashian and the like. And right now, you're looking at anyone from YouTube influencers with millions of followers to people like Tom Brady, Gwyneth Paltrow, Madonna. You're looking at big executives. You're looking at a bunch of people. Most of them are very wealthy, have been paid hundreds of thousands or potentially millions of dollars by these companies. And it's more so, one, are you endorsing it? And if so, if you're endorsing it, are you advertising that you're endorsing it, or are you hiding it? That's one big case. The second thing is, are you promoting a scam? If it's a straight up scam, that's not looking very good on you, and you're going to get involved in that. If it's a case like FTX, yes, you're going to get sued, but probably, this is just my opinion, I'm not a legal expert, probably they're going to settle out a quarter. Obviously, $1 billion is a huge amount. Nobody got paid $1 billion or hundreds of millions. Maybe they got paid 500,000. Maybe they got paid 2 billion, 3 billion. It's pretty crazy what crypto influencers get paid. I know, because I used to get paid a fair amount for a very teeny tiny channel, and I worked with people who had hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And I saw what they were getting paid, and that was pretty crazy. At the time, back in 2018, 17, seeing $50,000 for a single video, that just blew my mind. But that happens all the time. And now think about it when you're 10 times larger now, and there's so many more companies to choose from. And the companies that are the big ones, they're so much larger, and their marketing budget, they could care less. They're going to get an influencer on board. All right, so the lawsuit was filed on March 15th in the Southern District of Florida, the Miami division. And 8 YouTubers were named: Kevin Pathrath, Graham Stephan, Andre Geek. Both of those names are very big financial. Most of these guys are financial YouTubers, not so much crypto YouTubers, such as Ben Armstrong, which is BitBoy Crypto. And Graham Stephan and Andre Geek, you never really suspected this. Although you got to give credit where it's due. Ben Armstrong, BitBoy Crypto, as controversial as he may be, months before the whole, what's been going on with Sam Bankman-Fried, the drama, he flew to Bahamas. He wanted to capture Sam Bankman-Fried, or at least he gave good or bad publicity, whatever you may call it. He brought awareness to the subject, and people might have not believed him because he is a little, out there with his opinions and videos and crazy theories sometimes, but he did a pretty good call. He did something where it was unusual for the style of his videos and the fact that he was very heavy on many projects. He decided, hey, FTX was a scam, and there we go. And he stopped promoting it, and he made bad videos about it. Like, you don't want to, like, it's a horrible project. So you know, he did a turnaround. He got other people like Jasprit Singh, Brian Jung, Jeremy Lefebvre, Tom Nash, Erica Kuhlberg, and Creators Agency LLC. And again, a lot of these guys, they're YouTubers. They're getting paid for these videos, but I'm on the side of there is a level of responsibility and consequence for creating content that has financial impact, huge financial impact. But in this case, someone is looking just for money from these guys. They're all wealthy individuals, and they all got paid decent sizes of money for promoting FTX. And according to the suit, though FTX paid defendants handsomely to push its brand and encourage their followers to invest, defendants did not disclose the nature and scope of their sponsorships and or endorsement deals, payments and compensation, nor conduct adequate, if any, due diligence. And these guys are going to be using this as a money grab to try and get as much money as they can. Ultimately, this discourages a lot of YouTubers, a lot of influencers, a lot of celebrities, but it brings it back to the point that the sum is outrageous. I think it's just to grab headlines, and they're going to want to settle out of court for a much smaller sum, but still make a lot of money. Ultimately, it goes back to they did not disclose the product, and in this case, that's their main argument. And yes, these influencers, if they didn't disclose it, made a very big mistake. And that's why you have to disclose that you're being sponsored or you're getting paid for this stuff, because you never know when it's going to bite you. So in this case, Menno Armstrong decided that a countersuit is coming. The lawyers on this case can't possibly be more stupid. I've never had contact with anyone at FTX and never even had a ref link. And yeah, I'm going to roast these low IQ plebs and their lawyers. That was what Ben Armstrong said. That's kind of funny. But anyways, $1 billion, they're not going to get it. It's a crazy sum. And it goes back to ICOs and the SEC's ruling that in 2017, if yield-bearing accounts are found to be securities, persons promoting them could be prosecuted, for promoting an unregistered security or failing to properly disclose their payments and compensation. The question of whether that is the case has been practically answered in the affirmative through various regulatory statements, guidance, and actions issued by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and other regulatory entities, blah, 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 blah. Okay, anyways, so that is one thing. And it's a consolidation of essentially of several class action lawsuits that was ultimately the first main one was filed on November 15th, 2020. And it was the first FTX related class action lawsuit filed in the country. So on to now the SEC. This is getting juicy, and you're going to have other YouTubers in there, other influencers. Again, not crypto influencers. You could have people like Jake Paul in there. So the SEC has announced charges against Justin Sun and 3 of his wholly owned companies, Tron Foundation Limited, BitTorrent, and Rainberry. And alongside of that, you're going to have NBA Hall of Famer Paul Pierce for unlawfully touting, this is straight from the SEC's website, touting and making misleading statements about crypto security. He failed to disclose that he was paid more than $244,000 worth of EMAX tokens to promote the tokens on Twitter. You're going to have the Terraform, and the SEC has just been going crazy with a bunch of these charges. There have been huge amounts of crypto-related charges, but anyways, in relation to Justin Sun and Tron and all of that, you have Lindsay Lohan, you have Jake Paul, you got a bunch of normal influencers, celebrities, 8 large ones. This is including Soulja Boy in there. They were accused by federal regulators of illegally touting 2 cryptocurrencies, and again, failing to disclose they were paid to do so. That's the big one. It's, yes, there could have been a mistake there. This case demonstrates again the high-risk investors face when crypto asset securities are offered and sold without proper disclosure. The other celebrities that were charged in there, you have Austin Mahone, you have Michelle Mason, also known as Kendra Lust, which I believe is a adult actress. Miles Parks McCullum, he is known as Lil Yachty. He, I believe, is a rapper. And Shaffer Smith, also known as Neo, a rapper. And then Alun Tiam, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, known as Akon. Yeah. It's always funny finding out people's real names. That's pretty hilarious. But anyways, they are accused of big time, and 6 of the celebrities, including Soulja Boy and Austin Mahone, have agreed to pay a total of more than $400,000 to settle the charges without admitting or denying the SEC's findings. This is following after last year you had Kim Kardashian that was charged by the SEC. Again, big thing is not divulging that you're being just paid to promote it. And I don't know the truthful aspect about all of this, maybe because here's where it gets tricky. What if you're running a channel like BitBoy Crypto with tons of video, like over 1,000 videos, and you got multiple channels and you've made so many promotions on a specific topic, and some of them may not even be promotions because it's such a large company in terms of FTX or any EBAX or any of these cryptocurrencies, Tron, whatever. These are such large projects that, well, maybe not EBAX, but EBAX was a scam, but Tron, still pretty large project. A lot of people have heard about. You don't know if someone's actually been promoting it or not. I have made videos that weren't promotional that I wish I was paid for, but I wasn't, so I don't have nothing to worry about large projects. Everybody makes, it's the news. You're talking about the news. Justin Sun, pretty big, right? Well, Justin Sun, he's in a little bit more hot water, but anyways, so what you've got going on is you may have disclosed it in videos that you were paid on, but you may have so many videos and content out there that maybe you didn't disclose it. And does that count? And there's going to be a lot of variables where these lawyers are going to be arguing. So that's going to be fun. And then finally, the third story of the day, the biggest VIP of them all, is actually not an individual, it's an entity. It's a crypto corporation. We all know it as Coinbase. And looks like the SEC is preparing charges against Coinbase. They're going to head for a legal showdown that essentially is going to have huge consequences. The effect of whatever is going to be the final conclusion, it will transpire that you might have other companies, large corporations that are in cryptocurrency that might leave America for good. They're not going to, and there have been already exchanges that have left and see you goodbye. They don't want to deal with the regulatory nightmare. So if they allegedly violated a range of investor protection laws, this would be huge. This would have huge impacts. It would shape the future of any crypto blockchain businesses in America, and it's going to make it less inviting for a lot of these corporations. That's why, for example, like Binance, you have a Binance US and Binance for the rest of the world. And like right now, even what's going on with TikTok, well, the TikTok CEO says there's a different entity for America. You know, what's going on with China? Well, that's what's happening because you have such huge regulatory oversight and it's getting more stringent. You're going to have a lot of companies that just want to flee. They don't want to deal with this. And to be honest, if I was running a crypto corporation, living in Poland and living here, I fully 100% would start a crypto business in Poland. I don't know if I'd want to start it here. I don't know, unless it would be huge, maybe a branch here later on. It's a huge market, but you're talking about different sets of laws, different taxes, different, strict restrictions that don't really happen in Poland or in certain European countries or, Asia or wherever these countries are being located, whatever these companies are being located, like Switzerland or, in the Bahamas or the Caribbean or whatever in Southeast Asia. They're there because those countries are more accepting, or at least they don't care, right? So it would be the SEC's most significant move yet. This is after Steemit. This is after, which I thought was just a big fiasco. The SEC is going crazy with this right now. Whoever is working at the SEC right now, I'm sure they're having a blast with so many crypto cases, and half of them are legitimate and actual scams, and the other half are not. And you also have to look at it from the perspective of the regulators. People are like, well, why is this happening? It's because the scams are painting crypto in a bad light. And if you're a politician, you have been elected by whichever group you're supporting, and they expect you to do something. You're a regulator. You're supposed to regulate it. You're supposed to protect people from scams. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to restrict these crypto corporations. That's one segment of viewing things from. So it might open your perspective a little bit, but you can't group all these corporations into the same group because of a couple bad apples. But you had XRP. That was crazy. Same thing might happen here with Coinbase, but it's going to be the largest one. Obviously, Coinbase has taken an increasingly defiant stance. They've publicly criticized the SEC. They're urging regulators to write new rules for crypto rather than enforce existing ones. And coming into SEC compliance, the firm says would effectively mean shutting down its business. The implications for the crypto business are very significant, said Neil Mitra. He's a partner at a law firm that's previously served at the SEC as a crypto specialist. Much will depend on the precise form that the SEC's potential actions take. So, pretty crazy stuff what's been going on. We've got influencers, we've got crypto exchanges, we've got scams, we've got the SEC, we've got class action lawsuits. We have pretty much everything here. So pretty exciting video. Just wanted to again thank you guys so much for watching today. It was a lot of news. It was a lot of stuff that's been going on earlier this month. Although the SEC, the Coinbase, that's pretty recent. And with that, hopefully we see a decent end to everything. I kind of feel bad. I know people don't really care, but I kind of feel bad for the YouTubers and some of the celebrities because, yeah, some of them have millions of dollars, others may not, and it's going to be a huge impact for them. And they made a simple mistake. They might have not disclosed it, or again, they might have disclosed it on one video but made another one that wasn't, and people are going to vilify them, saying they're evil and they deserve this and greed. But again, you don't have this problem in other countries. You're a Polish crypto YouTuber, you're not going to deal with this stuff, or a celebrity or whatever in Ukraine or Switzerland, or I don't know. Living abroad has opened my views and everything. So, oh yeah, and by the way, we have finished our first term for WGU, so that's kind of an exciting update. I'm waiting for more classes to pop in right now. We are 10% done with bachelor's. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get some more classes. We're accelerating. I'm super excited. So have a good one. Bye.